Hi, I'm Susan with Growing Character. Kids who seemed confident throughout childhood often struggle to maintain their self-esteem during the teen years. For many adolescents, it's a time filled with self-doubt and insecurity and comparison, which leads to anxiety and plummeting levels of confidence and self-esteem. Maslow's hierarchy of needs shows us that once we get past a person's basic physical needs, we get to their psychological needs, including the feeling of love and belonging, as well as esteem. The good news is, self-esteem isn't something that you're born with. It's something that develops over the course of childhood. And there are a number of things you can do as a parent to help build that self-esteem in your teens. Parents of confident teenagers do these three things. Number one, parents of confident teens praise the ape. No, not like that. I mean, they praise the attitude, the process, and the effort something took, not the outcome. When our teen has a dip in self-confidence, all we want to do is rush in and make it better. So we tend to lay on the praise really thick. But in the end, we end up doing more harm than good.
Another C? Seriously? I'm so dumb.
No, honey, you're so smart. Newsflash, telling teens they're smart does not improve their self-esteem.
If you keep telling your teen how fantastic they are, they're either not going to push themselves anymore, or they're going to be less willing to take on difficult tasks, or they just don't believe you, which makes sense because you're a liar.
You said I was the best. If I really was, then why did I make the team?
So in those moments when they aren't feeling so hot, praise them for their attitude of perseverance, even when they didn't score in the game. Praise them for the way they studied for a difficult test. Or praise them for the effort it took to hold back from commenting on someone's ridiculous post on social media. The ape. Number two, parents of confident teens help them build their competence by stepping back.
Oh, honey, you're so weak. You're not really able to do that.
We don't really talk to our children that way. But in essence, when we continue to over-remind them about things or we micromanage the way that they make their daily decisions, that's exactly what we're telling them. Teens develop competence when they experience life firsthand.
Here are 6 signs showing you're robbing your teens of their competence.
If you're still waking your teenager up for school, or organizing her backpack, or packing his lunch, doing their laundry, asking the teacher to give them another chance on the test that they failed, driving them to pick up last-minute supplies for the project they've known about for weeks, then you are robbing them of the consequences that will shape them into responsible young adults. Teenagers develop confidence and competence when they're given freedom, and then they fail. And then their parent is right there on the sidelines guiding and cheering them on. And then they get up and they fail again. And then they get up and then they achieve their goals. And number three, parents of confident teens help their kids develop self-worth from the right sources. When our kids are young, they really value the feedback and the love from their parents. But then during adolescence, their attention begins to shift to the acceptance from their peers. So how do we raise confident teens when they're always looking at social media and comparing their bodies and looks and experience to others' perfect lives? As much as we want to, the answer is not to yank their phones away. It's to help them process what they're seeing online.
This is how your teen sees social media.
Oh, she's so pretty. This girl has the perfect body. She has such a nice house. Everyone loves her. She has the perfect life. I'm such a loser.
If your teen tends to view other social media feeds as evidence to their perfect lives, bring their awareness to the fact that what they choose to post is just that. It isn't the whole story. Encourage them to think about their own feeds and the moments from their own lives that they choose not to post. Empower your teen to think critically about the accounts that they choose to follow. Remind them that if something is showing up that's continually making them feel down about themselves, that they have the power to unsubscribe from those accounts. Every teen has different experiences with social media. The same Instagram post that distresses one teen can be just playful for another. So instead of making assumptions as a parent, Ask your teen questions. What do you think of this post? What makes you follow this person? What do you think the trickiest part of growing up with social media is? Overall, the goal is to help emphasize your values as a family and teach that true self-worth and ultimately confidence comes from living according to those values. Teenagers who have confidence are better prepared to handle peer pressure and navigate challenging relationships and recover from setbacks. So don't forget, parents of confident teens praise the attitude, the process, and the effort the teens put in as opposed to just their performance or their outcomes. Parents choose to build competence in their teens by giving them the freedom to fail and learn from their own experiences. And parents of teens remind them that their self-worth comes from more than just comparison with others' fake realities. I'd love to hear more about how you navigate your teens' ups and downs and anything that you may need some guidance on. Don't forget to hit subscribe to Growing Character for all of our weekly videos on mindful parenting. See you next time.